Welcome back, everybody, to my channel. My name is Hobo Joe, and I got an exciting video for you guys today because I get to talk about Star Wars, and I love talking about Star Wars. Today we're going to talk about my top 5 favorite Jedi ever throughout the Star Wars timeline. And before we get in this video, if you like my content, if you love Star Wars, consider liking and subscribing, joining the community. Like I said, I'd love to have you guys, but without further ado, let's get into this video. Coming at my number 5 spot, I have Ahsoka Tano, apprentice to Anakin Skywalker, which he also nicknamed her Snips. Though she used 2 lightsabers, she actually used Form 5 DMSO because she mimicked her fighting style of her master, Anakin. She was a Togrutan female and the commander of the 501st Legion. After watching the Clone Wars, I really began to love Ahsoka, especially the dynamic she had between herself and Anakin. I didn't think she could get cooler than she already was, and then I watched Rebels, and seeing her confront her former master really made me appreciate her even more than I did, and just seeing the poeticness of when she leaves and comes back, but it's too late, puts her at my number 5. Now that I have my number 5 out of the way, let's get down to number 4, and that's going to be Obi-Wan Kenobi, the master of Form 3 Surisu, also master of Anakin Skywalker, general. He was the general of the 212th Attack Battalion, and he was as smart as he was formidable. Growing up with the prequels, my love for Obi-Wan and an appreciation was immense, and especially how it fleshed out his character over the course of 6 movies was done perfectly in my opinion. Then the added depth of the Clone Wars and seeing his struggles, the nemesises he faces, his feats, puts him at my number 4 spot. Speeding already on down to my number 3 spot, I have Darth Revan, Jedi turned Dark Lord turned Jedi, main protagonist of Knights of the Old Republic and captain of the Ebon Hawk. Revan was actually my top 3 on my favorite Sith Lord video, which is actually a happy coincidence. So if you guys haven't checked out that video, I highly recommend it, especially if you love Sith as much as I do. But I really enjoyed his character throughout the course of my time on Knights of the Old Republic, and the twist that he is actually the main character. Sorry, spoiler warning. It's a little too late for that, but I mean the game is like 20 years old, so I'm not going to really apologize for it. But Knights of the Republic was really good. The story was good. The character arcs were amazing. They fleshed Revan out, and he is a fan favorite character and one of my favorite characters, cementing him at my number 3 spot. Taking a grand leap up to the 2nd spot on my list, I have Luke Skywalker, son of Anakin Skywalker, catalyst to the Chosen One, the most optimistic and true Jedi, not mentioning the sequels, but what do I even have to say about Luke Skywalker? His journey through episodes 4, 5, and 6, and how much he's grown, and his struggles and failures and overcoming them, and seeing his fear of becoming Vader, then ultimately laying down his life for his father, was poetic. It was beautiful. It was crafted amazingly, putting him at a very, very high number 2. Before we get to my number 1 spot, I would like to have some honorable mentions because there are some Jedi that I really enjoy but didn't make the cut for this list. And starting off with Mitra Surik, the Jedi Exile herself, the main protagonist of Knights of the Old Republic 2, Qui-Gon Jinn, Master of Obi-Wan and the first Force Ghost, and last but not least, Kyle Katarn, protagonist of multiple Legends games, a true icon of Star Wars, very recognizable, and bit sad that he's Legends. I saw him in Galaxy of Heroes, so he might be canon now. Now, we're finally at the number 1 spot already. These videos are so fast and I could talk about Star Wars all day long. But you guys have probably already guessed it, because I've mentioned like 6 or 7 times already today, because that's how much I love this character. My favorite Jedi ever is Anakin Skywalker, the Chosen One. The most gifted Jedi and the main character of Star Wars itself, the hero of the Clone Wars, and born of midichlorians. Anakin has always been my favorite character, Jedi especially, but overall just favorite character in Star Wars. The rise, fall, and redemption of Anakin was masterfully told. What made me really love Star Wars, and the poetic nature of it all is super beautiful, especially in Rebels, and then kind of a Kenobi, how Vader was unmasked partly by his apprentice and his master. They both tried to appeal to Anakin, but ultimately failed, but the only one that was able just redeem Anakin and bring him back was his son when he laid down his life for him. And it's just what do I even have to say about him? It's so beautiful. The pain, his goals, his losses, just the dynamic defining and the cinematic defining moments. Like, what's not to say? I love Anakin. He'll always be my number one Jedi. He'll always be my number one favorite character. I can talk about him forever. But these videos are not long. They're only a top 5, and I only give a little bit of facts and just my opinion. So thank you guys for watching this episode. I said episode again. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. I love Star Wars. If you love Star Wars, I'd love to talk to you about Star Wars. There will be many more Star Wars videos to come. So thank you guys for watching. Take care, and God bless.